back to Real Talk, everybody. We're so excited for today's episode. We're talking about the 2006 movie Marie Antoinette. It's by Sofia Coppola. So excited to talk about it. What are your thoughts on it, Mallory?
Well, Sophia, she's one of my favorites. I love her so much. I've seen almost all of her discography. I've rewatched it so many times. So as a whole, I feel like I already came into it being like, this is gonna be good. Marie Antoinette, I really like how historical movies about like anything during that time period, especially with the French, like we know almost nothing about it, so you can just kind of make the character whoever you want it to be. And I feel like Sophia definitely did that. But I liked it. I thought it was very good. She captured that essence of just being a girl who happens to be the ruler of France, all while doing it with very aesthetically pleasing things to look at, as always. Her costumes in the set, they're always going to be good.
Yeah, all the set pieces are very enjoyable. I enjoy how trapped she is. She's just in that building the entire time. And you see how she's not really doing anything, but then everybody hates her. It's just a real bummer. I feel bad for her. It's just interesting to see her placed in a spot she's not fit for, kind of. She just wants a normal life. But then she's randomly some queen. And it's just awkward.
I think you made a connection to Priscilla.
Yeah.
How it's kind of like that, which Sophia also directed. It's like, is she telling us something? She didn't ask to be a Nepo baby, but
I feel like all her
is.
movies are just about people being trapped in a specific place. That's like her entire thing. It's just
well, yeah, they're always about like it's the same like characters every time. Like virgin suicides,
they're
all
trapped
like
in that house.
they're trapped. They're all
Bill
depressed.
Murray's trapped in Japan.
Marie Antoinette is trapped and also depressed as a teenage girl. Like that's
Priscilla's trapped in the Elvis house. There's all trapped in this one place. It's a bunch of scenes that go nicely together until they're freed of that situation in some way. It's pretty much all her movies.
Maybe someone should be looking into that. Maybe she's telling us something.
Yeah, maybe she feels trapped by the Hollywood system. Wants to get out.
She didn't ask to be born into it, but here she is.
Yeah, but that's like, it's the end of a really good 3-film run, where it's Virgin Suicides and Lost in Translation, and then Marie.
As far as like her discography goes, I really like Marie Antoinette, but it's not like up there for me. Like up there, I feel like has to be like Lost in Translation.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Priscilla, so I can't comment on that, unfortunately.
Do you think they should have shown Marie getting beheaded?
I think they should have, but
Really?
but it's okay because we got that scene right at the beginning of Napoleon.
Yeah.
That historically inaccurate scene, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Napoleon was not at her beheading, but that's just one of the many flaws in that movie.
what you say? What you say with Marie that since we don't know much about the French, Sophia can just do anything she wants. But then when Ridley does that, it's like historical inaccuracies.
Well, it's because
like,
we actually know that he wasn't there.
It's a bit hypocritical to me.
Well, we have more information about Napoleon than Marie.
I don't know. Just...
I used to think that I thought she said, let them eat cake for like many, many years of my life. Do you know how horrible that would be if people were spreading lies that you were like, let them eat cake, and you never even said that? Like, that's...
Yeah, I'd be pretty angry.
And that's... Because... I'm gonna go on a tangent that's irrelevant anyway.
What tangent?
I was just gonna be like, well, that's like the reason she said it was like a malicious thing to like poke fun at the normies, at the normal people, and she didn't even do it. So
yeah,
that was like me pointing out the obvious. So I didn't feel like it needed to be said.
I'm happy they didn't show the beheading. I think the final stretch is the best part. Like, in the first half of the movie, I was a bit iffy on it, and I was like, this is only a 3.5 for me. But, like, after that second half, it was up to a 4. I think it's a good movie. It's pretty enjoyable. Very bold tale. But January has come to a close. That was a pretty solid month. Do you want to talk about some of the stuff you watch that you
Sure.
liked or disliked?
Sure. I'm gonna start with role play. Hate that. Oh, I hate that movie. Sorry, I almost forgot to censor myself on Real
Uh-oh.
Talk. I hate that movie so much. It's so freaking stupid. It's just like I don't know what I was expecting. I should have known, but it was bad. I'm pulling up the letterbox.
Yeah.
You can talk about one.
I watched Warrior. It's like an MMA fighting movie. I thought the fight scenes were really good in that. It kind of plays out like Heat does, and that Heat's one of my favorite movies. It's like fighting interconnected with like this brotherly tale, and it all works. It's all balanced very perfectly. And I watched AI, Artificial Intelligence by Steven Spielberg. I thought that was a really beautiful movie. I think that's a 5 out of 5. I was like so locked in with that. I just think it's so elevated, so amazing.
Another bad movie I want to talk about is Good Grief. Oh my God. Dan Levy, his directorial debut. I wasn't expecting much, but I was expecting something above a Netflix movie. This was like 1.5 star. This was horrible. It was like, yes, let's really delve into like all the complexities of grief. But I just want to like dip my toe in, and it was so bad. It was stupid. The characters were boring and unlikable. I couldn't like any of them. They were all like stereotypes. It feels like ChatGPT wrote this. I hate this movie. I watched Anatomy of a Fall. I love Anatomy of a Fall. Beautiful. I'm rooting for it. Yes. I watched Society of a Snow. Also wonderful. I felt like it was key in the award season. As far as like survival movies go, it was very well done. It's not really my cup of tea. Like it's not something that I would like expect to love, but I can appreciate it for what it was. You know, like it was good.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Steven Spielberg movies over. I thought Minority Report, that was another good Spielberg movie. I found that to be very enjoyable. It has Tom Cruise. It's like he's on the run. It's a futuristic society where they arrest people for like pre-crimes, like they can tell the future, but they're like really just arresting people who haven't done anything. So it's pretty interesting.
Well, dystopian.
Yeah, to watch. I've also been rewatching Jason Segel movies. Our favorite guy. So great. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I watched Knocked Up yesterday.
I need to see that.
Knocked Up?
Yeah.
It's really
I
good.
saw you watch that and I was like, I need to give it a little
when I first
view.
when I first saw it, I didn't really get it, but now I get it. It's really beautiful. It's there's so much aura, and it just makes me sad now. They're all so young. Now they're all stuck on Apple TV basically.
What's wrong with Apple TV?
It's like, I don't know, they were just these big movie stars. Now they're in these comedy series. And it's like they used to be able to anchor movies.
This is kind of skipping topics here, but have you seen like the new like the movie that's coming out with
Argyle?
No. He's hold on. Why am I blanking on every person's name who's in there? He has like the little skirt on and like the picture and the movie poster.
What? Oh, the John Cena movie,
Yes.
the Farrelly brother movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it has Zac Efron.
It's gonna be so good. Just seeing the poster, you know that movie is gonna be a hit. I'm so excited.
Really?
Yes, I know. Like
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see that one.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
And like I love that we finally have context for why John Cena was walking around wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
And we just had like no idea why. But I just know, and it's kind of a bummer it's going straight to streaming.
Yeah.
Like it should be in the box office. It would do numbers. Real comedy would be back. But
I would watch it. But yeah, March has some interesting stuff. We have Dune Part 2. We have Spaceman with Adam Sandler. Our guy, Sean Penn, has a new movie out on the big screen, Black Files. He plays an NYC like medic. It's a very dark movie. It premiered at Cannes, got like a bad reception, but that's just because it's such a bold movie. I know Penn, my guy, is gonna deliver another great performance. I'll be there. Opening night. Very hyped.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. February, I don't know. The slate is looking kind of... But
I love your dedication.
thank you. Well, this was another great episode of Real Talk. I hope everybody has a great day and enjoyed the episode.